The Alric Show.
Hi, I'm Alric and welcome to the show. My guest today is Shireen Palmer Caesar. Her story is about process to purpose. Shireen, how are you?
I am wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yes.
How did you get to this stage, in this moment, to feel wonderful in yourself right now? How did you get to here?
By believing in who God says that I am and walking in it with all liberty.
Was there a time when you never believed in yourself?
Yeah. Yes, in my earlier years, I had a problem believing who I was and accepting who I was also until I come into the fullness of God.
What were some of those challenges that would have hindered you to believe in yourself as a young one?
Because of the picture that was painted. Growing up, you have parents who don't know love, so they cannot give it. You cannot give what you don't have. So they will say very demeaning things, like you weren't gonna come out to be anything. Or I grew up with my aunt, and my mother wasn't stable in her mind. So
When you say she wasn't stable in her mind,
meaning she had a birth defect, a brain defect that caused her this moment she's normal and the next moment she's just out of it. Right. So, coming from that place and hearing people tell you that you ain't gonna be nothing, you tend to believe that because that's all you're seeing.
Did they also use your mother's situation to attack you?
At times. Yeah. At times they will tell me that, oh, you're retarded like your mother, right? So those things put a damper on me. We have to be careful of the words that we speak to our children because most of the time they see us as a role model.
True.
Right?
True.
And when you're going to tell that child that you're not going to be anything, that you're painted that child's future. That's like a curse from a mother.
True. Take me to your early years. What were some of the other challenges that you had to go through?
Living without a mother and a father. I don't know the love of a mother and a father. That was the greatest challenge. That really took a toll on me. As I said before, I grew up with my aunt and they don't know love. So I cannot expect that from them. Now I'm grown, I realize that if you don't have $1, you cannot give it. So they didn't have love to give me. So it was the norm. Feed us some food, send you go to school, and you come home. There's no nurture, you understand what I'm saying?
Did that cause you to look for love outside of the home?
Yes. That's how I met my first boyfriend. And I got pregnant.
At what age?
16. I had my first child at 17.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I felt good. He made me feel good about myself. He told me I was beautiful. I love you. You're more than enough. Those were the words that I wanted to hear. I crave for those things. Those were like treasures to me. And I got a child from it. Sad to say, it did not work out, but we're still on a good page. We talk very good. We're good friends.
What was that experience like as a 16-year-old, pregnant?
I remember coming from the town and I saw my fellow school student passing and they had like a wear the condom every time posters, and when they saw me they would always put it up, and I really felt bad about that. I really felt bad that I've let down my aunt. I really felt bad that I let down my grandmother, but it was just what it is.
What are some of the things you had to do now as a young girl to provide for yourself and provide for your little one?
All right. So after I had my first son, 3 years after I got pregnant again and I had my second son. And that really take me to rock bottom. That's where I start prostitution, private prostitution.
Oh.
Yes, it's like,
how did you get into that? Were you introduced to it?
I used to work at a bar that had a strip club at the back, and I would see girls making money, right? And we would talk about it all the time. So when that opportunity came, it wasn't that much to think about me going in a strip club. Because I already have a little bit of understanding. But that wasn't where it started from. My process started when I came to Kingston to go to a massage parlor.
So you were living where?
In St. Thomas.
In St. Thomas.
Yes, and I came to Kingston. I buy a star, help needed, that section, the classified section, masseuse. You don't need to have any experience. And I know I didn't have any experience, so that was my perfect opportunity to get that job. I went and it wasn't what I expected. It's not massage as we think. It's more personal stuff.
What are some of those personal stuff that Shireen had to start to do with no experience?
With no experience. Oh my God, that's a rough one, but I'm gonna go there. Taking on men that you don't know nothing of. You don't know their background, nothing at all. So you're running a risk. That was my challenge, But when I think of my baby at home that I cannot take care of, I tough up.
But Shireen, when you came to Kingston now, and the first day of the job, or let's say the interview process, and you learned that it's not really, you're not going to really be a masseuse per se. You never stopped to think about it?
I couldn't. I mean, you're a man, so you can't put yourself in my position. You have a baby at home, no diapers, nothing to eat. What would you do?
We take a break. When we come back, Shireen will share with us a lot more on the things that she had to do to provide for herself and her family.
The Alex Show.
Welcome back to the show. I continue my conversation with Shireen. So in those moments, Shireen, providing, what was the experience like for you day after day, day after day?
I become more numb. Yeah. I had to put on this tough mentality that I got to do this. There is no way out. And every day that I've been with a guy, he take a piece of me. So I become more numb and numb and numb and numb and numb till I just see myself as nothing. At one point, I literally felt like a garbage bin.
Who were these men that you would see?
Businessmen, regular men. Yeah.
Did you keep it as a secret?
Yeah. Yes, I did. Keep it as a secret because, working in this industry, you don't really know nothing. You don't really say anything.
So what were you saying to people, your family, when they ask you about, what
I got a job as a secretary, but they didn't buy that because they know I couldn't read.
You couldn't read?
Mm-mm.
How did you learn?
The Holy Spirit taught me to read. I couldn't. I could maybe mumble 1 or 2 words, but to read a fluent sentence, I wasn't there.
In those moments, while you were numb and, sharing with these men, at what point did you stop to say no more?
I felt the pulling of God, grew up in church and the prophetic word went forth at 9, you did tour. I felt the pulling of God that it was time. I was always a God-fearing person. I was known as the praying prostitute. I was always praying and known as a God-fearing person.
That's what the other ladies called you?
Yeah, I'm always praying. I'm always
So
praying.
you pray for the other girls as well?
No, not necessarily, but I'm always in my corner, read my little Bible.
What were your prayers about?
And if I tell you, it might sound funny. The prayers are about when God was going to take me out of this. And the other prayers are God send me some business.
Which one you answered?
Now that I'm in God and have the knowledge of God, I realize that God didn't answer the one that said send me some business. But he answered the prayer that says, I want to get out. I make a deal with him. So if you take me out of this, then I will serve you. And my destiny helper came, which is my husband now.
Wow.
Yeah.
At first, when you met this man, what was that experience like and how did you meet him?
In the strip club. I was at a strip club in Barbados.
So you were now traveling?
Yes, I used to travel to do prostitution. Yes, I was an international prostitute.
Were you making a lot of money?
At some point until God changed that. At one point I wasn't making any money because I was stubborn not to come when he was calling. But then I made the deal with him, as I said. Yeah.
Right. So you met your husband. Take me to that moment, that day when you met your husband.
Oh my God, my husband was the last person I was thinking about because he's way older than me, right? So he came into the club the night at 3 of them, older guys, and I was sitting at the back. I was on fasting. I don't know how to, that sounded a little confused.
Were you performing that night as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
But when God is calling you, there's a level of conviction. I was on fasting at that time.
So you're there at the strip club because you need food on your table.
Right.
You have 2 children at home that you need to feed. But you're also in conflict with God at the same time.
Yes. So when they came in, I went over and with my outspoken self, I asked for a wine, not from him, but from the other guy that was beside him. And they said no. And I was determined. I go back, and then I go back to my seat, and I came back. And they said no. And this time I felt really down, because the money now I make for that night there. So I went back over there, and something said to me, go back. But this time when I went back, I went to the one in the middle. This is now my husband. And I said, can I have a wine, please? Because I like red wine. And he says, no. I started to sing.
What was that song?
Music box, Mariah Carey. Feel it all when you tell me I'm the only one you need.
Give me a line from that, Jerry. I'm interested. I really want to know. Give me a line from that.
Do it all when you tell me I'm the only one you need.
And that catch him.
That catch him. And he said, okay, I'm going to buy you the wine. Not one wine, but 2.
Yeah.
And then he's not the type of person who do strip club. It was because he was feeling not himself and his friends took him out. So I managed to get him a lap dance. I don't know how that is possible, but I managed to get him a lap dance. Watch God work, right? And we exchanged numbers and we've been talking, but I never liked him. There was somebody else that I liked. And every time he would call and say, you should come over and look for me. I say, yes, man, I'm going to come. But I never went because I did not like him. Not my type. Because he's an older guy. And me like guys with muscles and jacket and tie and all these things. Yeah. So one day, I woke up and he called and he said, stop wasting my time. I can't tell you the exact word. There was a word before that, stop wasting my time. And I went. And when I went there, my life changed instantly.
What happened?
I didn't go back to the strip club. He sat me down as we were sitting like now, and he said, listen, what do you want in life? What do you want in life? I couldn't answer that question because I really did not know. And then he said to me, if there's one thing that you would want now, what would that be? And I said, to be home with my son. And I owed some money to the club because, you know, they bought your ticket, you have to pay them back. And he paid that and he said, I'm going to send you home. And he said, what kind of business would you like to do? I said, I want to raise chicken. My mindset was so limited. But even though I said I wanted to raise chicken, I was afraid of chicken. I'm scared of anything with feathers. He had such a level of wisdom that he knew that I did not know what I was talking about.
Right.
Anyway, you know, he gave me some money and he sent me back home. And he gave me a very valuable piece of jewel. And he said, if ever you run in trouble and you can't get me, I want you to sell this and help yourself out. And I said, okay. And I came back to Jamaica and we started to correspond and so forth. But then again, the prostitute side of me couldn't handle the staying at home.
All right. We take a break. When we come back, we hear more from Shireen Palmer Caesar.
The Alex Show.
Shireen lived a life of prostitution, but when she met her husband, her life changed. So you met your husband, he sent you back to Jamaica from Barbados, and now both of you now need to start a new life, yeah?
Right.
What were the challenges?
The prostitute's life was still in me. So even though God answered my prayer, my mindset was not changed. You know, sometimes we'll be praying to God for some things, but we're not ready yet.
Yeah.
I think that was my situation. So I went to Bahamas, and that was a test. He actually bought me the ticket to go to Bahamas. When I went to Bahamas, I could not dance.
But what was the problem? Why you wanted to go back?
It was in me. I've been in it for a while.
Is it that you wanted your own money? What was
It's not about the money. I think it was about the mindset.
When did the total transformation happen? When you no longer wanted to live a life of prostitution, you're now ready to be the wife, you're now ready to be a woman of God. Take me into that realm.
Okay. I didn't want to go back to prostitution based off the conversation that we have with Bahamas. And I see this as an opportunity that I could have gotten help. He was very patient with me, right? So I said, okay. And he's from St. Vincent, by the way. And he came to Jamaica and we started spending a lot of time together, like 6 months and so.
Great.
Right. So he, eventually moved here. That was what really kept me. You understand? And in that I never lacked anything. He made sure that I was comfortable.
Now, when did you decide that, no, God, I'm going to do the work now?
God did that for me. After a while, I started doing music. After a while, started writing music and doing music and trying to get into the music industry, but it never happened. One day I got really sick and the doctor couldn't tell me what was wrong with me. And that's when I got an encounter. Because I said, God, okay, I surrender now. And I got an encounter. From that, I've never been the same. Even my husband couldn't understand it. We were separated because of that.
What is life like now? What are you doing now? that now that you have stepped into your purpose, what's happening now on the marriage side, business side, and overall your family?
Well, my husband is overseas currently. We're okay. In terms of the business side, I have my own clothing business that I do, right?
What's it called?
Rahab to Ruth Enterprise. And I have this ministry, Rahab to Ruth Ministry. That's where the conference come from, the Rahab to Ruth conference.
Your conference is about what?
Broken and hurting woman, and woman that is coming from the place that I am coming from. When you look over in Jamaica, there's a lot of women like me who thinks that there is not a purpose in them. So this conference is to, empower them, show them that if God can do it for me, He can do it for you. Right. So to a change of mindset.
Let me learn about your book,
Process to Purpose. Wow. That's a 3-part series. It's the first edition right now out. And it's been a while that the Lord has been speaking to me to write that book. But as I said, I'm not the brightest bulb in the room. But when the Holy Spirit is in it, everything makes a difference, everything different. So I write the book. That book brought me healing.
Great.
I thought I was over a lot of stuff until I write that book.
Where can we get the book?
On Amazon.
Great.
And it will be in bookstores soon. We're currently working on that.
How about your boys?
They're okay,
Any more children after the 2 boys?
No. Hopefully in the future.
Yeah, and they're doing very well.
They're doing very well.
All right. Well, Shireen, I am looking forward to learning so much more about you, because there's a lot more to come.
Yes.
Yeah. What are some of the plans that you have?
Well, right now I'm currently working on my EP. I'm doing music. And the book is out. Geared towards ministry now, like helping children. I really love children, and my aim and desire is to have an orphanage. I currently have like 13 children in Kenya that I am responsible, like help feeding and so forth. Right. And at some point I want to have an orphanage there. I'm trying to get there. So yeah, that's what's in the pipeline.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for sharing with us. Great story. You went through the process.
I did.
And now you're in your purpose.
Right.
So that's beautiful. So you're gonna perform for us today.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that song because you can sing. Right. So thank you, Shireen, for sharing with us. All right.
Okay.
We want to thank Shireen Palmer-Caesar for sharing with us today on the Alric Show. The Alric Show will be back next week.
It's in the way you love me. It's in the way you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. Make you give up your life. It's in the way you love me. It's in the way you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. You take all my burdens and make me so light. And all of my battle you're standing to fight. I know I'm not perfect the way I should be, but your love and mercy was extended to me. Way how you love me, you gave your life for me. The way how you love me, salvation set me free. Yeah. It's in the way you love me. It's in the way you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. Make you give up your life. It's in the way you love me. It's in the way you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. Nothing can separate us from the love God I pour over we. So much love running over, let's extend it to everybody. No, you can't judge a man, but God done by it on Calvary. Just to give us salvation, come for set man from boundness to free. Way how you love me, you gave your life for me. The way how you love me, salvation set me free. It's in the way you love me. It's in the way you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. Make you give up your life. It's in the way you love me. So many ways you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. Love got the power to break over my life. With you in my vessel, I know I could conquer the storms of life. It's in the way, it's in the way, it's in the way. Oh, you love me, love me, love me. It's in the way, it's in the way, it's in the way. You take all my burdens and make me so light, and all of my battle you're standing to fight. I know I'm not perfect the way I should be, but your love and mercy was extended to me. The way how you love me, you gave your life for me. The way how you love me, salvation set me free. Yeah, it's in the way you love me. So many ways you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. Make you give up your life. It's in the way you love me. So many ways you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. It's in the way you love me. So many ways you love me, God. It's in the way you love me. You give up your life. It's in the way. It's in the way. It's in the way. You love me, love me, love.